What's up, it's your boy Remaking, back in this bitch with another video. So today, my lovely people, we've got a different type of video for you. We're currently at Tesco right now because we need to go cop some ingredients. So we're gonna go in and I'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing today. But can someone please explain to me when Tesco did this? When did their choice? I have to put £1 in there just to get one. Better get this pound back as well. Okay guys, so the point of today is we're making the Popeyes sandwich 3 different ways. Yes, I know, I'm in England, I've never actually tried this thing, but I watched a couple reviews on it and it's really just a spicy chicken sandwich with a brioche bun with some pickles in it and a spicy sauce. So we're going to make basically 3 different chicken sandwiches with 3 different breadings, 3 different dressings, or 3 different fillings actually, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to make one with like a red cabbage coleslaw, so red cabbage there. And then, yeah, we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna make one with pickles because the classic one, that one has pickles in it. So we're gonna buy some pickles. I don't eat pickles. Just gonna do it for the aesthetics, realistically. My mom likes pickles, so she might like that one. I might give her that sandwich to try. And then we're going to make one with just the normal lettuce tomorrow. We're gonna try and get these ingredients. I know the original burger doesn't have cheese in it, but we're gonna get some cheese in it anyways because like I don't understand a chicken burger or a burger in fact with no cheese. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. So we're putting cheese in it 129%. So realistically I was contemplating whether I should use chicken breast or chicken thighs, but I feel like my best bet is to just use chicken breast. In all fairness, I feel like that's going to be my best option instead of using thighs because thighs don't dry out, right? But chicken breast will cook quicker. For one of the breadings that I'm gonna do, I think that's probably the best idea, to be honest. From what I've seen as well, these Popeyes sandwiches are really thick, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the thickest piece I can find, like the thickest pieces I can find. So right now we've got some cheese, we've got some red cabbage, we've got some chicken breast. I'm going to be using quite a lot of oil, so I probably should get some oil that I really don't care about, right, that I can kind of wait. So we're going to go sunflower oil now. We're just going to go vegetable oil real quick. So we'll go with these ones because they're a bit bigger, so the chicken should fit in it a lot better. So big bad boy Tesco didn't have everything that I needed, so we're going back to Old Trusty. So it is back to the place. Remember when we saw the lobsters and stuff, but we got the noodle to do the actual... Oh, I'm going to cross it. Almost died, guys. Almost died again. Every time I'm crossing this road, yeah, it's just a nice road. They got eels this time. See? They got whole live eel, bigger flipping brown crabs than usual as well. Okay, long story short, camera died and my original place didn't have what I want, so I've now got to go to the actual wholesaler and just hope they have what I'm looking for. We hope. After all of the running around, 2 different Chinese stores, Tesco, everything, some QP mail. So we're back home now. Got all of our ingredients. Couldn't find everything in Tesco, as you know. Camera died. This is everything that you need to basically do this. We got, of course, our brioche buns. Nice big brioche buns. I'm adding cheese to this. Optional. Cheese is optional. That's so we're gonna make a little coleslaw. So we've got some cabbage, got some onion. Really basic coleslaw. Egg to for breadcrumbs, and then another one. We're just going to do a basic salad, like so, just a bit of lettuce, a bit of tomato, that's it, and the dressing, of course. We got our chicken, and then we've got our 3 different breadings that we're gonna do. So first we got the Kellogg cornflakes, we got just flour, and then we got panko breadcrumbs. Boom. All of this stuff except for the PP mayo you can get in Tesco, so you can get your hands on all of this stuff pretty easily. This was a bit harder to find, but and of course, you don't have to use QP mayo, like you can just use normal mayo. I'm just being a bit extra here. So, the only thing that, since of course we're not in America, the only thing that we know about this sandwich is that you can get an original, you can get a spicy one. We're going to try to recreate the spicy one. We don't know how it tastes, but we know kind of spicy. Next, we know that chicken itself is quite crunchy, like when you bite into it, and it's quite thick. So, we're going to try that in one of 3 ways. So, the first way is just the typical flour way. Second way, panko. And then we're going to go with the Kellogg. So, we're going to try all 3 different ways, but first we need to kind of prep the chicken down and get that marinated. In the ideal world, I would like to marinate it maybe overnight or whatever it may be, but we're not in an ideal world, and it's Friday today, and this video ideally I'd like to drop it today. So we're going to prep this chicken. Okay, so first things first, you've got to wash your chicken. Do this in one of 3 ways. You can just do some simple water, which is what I'm going to do realistically. You can do lemon, or you can do lemon and vinegar. Any little chemicals that they do put on, you don't know where this chicken's been, you don't know what's been on it or anything like that. So, you know, just simply give it a nice little wash, a nice little rinse. Now, you don't need to get this completely dry because, you know, it's going to help the seasoning stick to it. So what you want to do, because the cornflakes is already quite golden and everything like that, so it's going to cook a lot quicker than the other coatings, you're going to want to flatten out the chicken a little bit, and as well it's going to make sure that that chicken cooks even and everything like that, and it's going to cook a lot quicker as well. So what you do, so you already have a flat piece at one end, what you kind of just want to do, flatten out the other end. Now you don't want to flatten it out too much because we still want that kind of thickness to the burger, upside down. Still want that kind of thickness to the burger, so you're just going to literally, so all you do is you get a piece of cling film, put one layer down, right, on your chopping board, then you put your chicken on and you just put another layer of cling film over it. Then you get a rolling pin, a mallet, whatever you kind of have, just something kind of heavy. You can even kind of do this with a pan, it doesn't really matter. Then all you're going to do is just hit it. Take some anger out on this as well. I'm lying, you don't want to hit it too hard. You just want to make sure that it's all nice and even. You went from a nice kind of meager chicken breast to now something that's a bit more even all the way through. To season our chicken, so now we've got all our chicken all flattened out, all 3 pieces. So we're just going to season it with a couple basic things. We've got some hot sauce, some olive oil, that's going to help seasoning stick. We've got a little bit of dried herbs here, some all-purpose seasoning, some salt, some pepper, some paprika, and a little bit of garlic powder. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what's about to go in. Start with a little bit of oil. Okay guys, when you live in a Jamaican household, you have to always remember that, you know, just because it says all purpose on the actual thing, if you're ever going to read it, doesn't mean that it's actually all purpose in the actual container. So get yourself some all purpose, some Grace all purpose. You can just buy any all purpose seasoning from wherever, it doesn't really matter. First of all, you add the oil. A little bit, you don't need too much. Rub that into the chicken. All-purpose seasoning that I should have cut and opened before I got my hands all chickeny. And like, don't be scared of the seasoning, right? Like, don't be scared of it. Apply with generosity is how I always feel when I'm applying. I like to make sure that it's coated quite evenly. With each thing I add, I'm going to add some salt and a bit of black pepper. Well, we got white pepper, but you know, we'll call it black pepper. Mix that in. Garlic powder, a little bit of garlic powder, not too much. Don't want it to taste of just garlic, but that's quite strong. So now you're going to add what's going to make this spicy. Well, spicy in their terms anyway. Now you can add as much of this or as little of this as you want, depending on your spice level. You can even leave this out and the paprika out if you wanted to, and just have it original, like, because there's the original and the spicy version. Nice dollop, yeah, all of that. Now once you've done this, you're going to want to not touch anything until you've washed your hands. Nice healthy dose of paprika on there as well. This is smoked paprika. So we're going to leave this for about half an hour. We're going to let this just come together a little bit. Whilst our chicken is marinating, we're now going to make our coleslaw. All you need, boom, grater, carrot, onion, cabbage of your choice. I'm using red cabbage, I like the colour. We're going to use QP mayo to bind it instead of normal mayo. Again, you can just use normal mayo. I'm going to cut it like a little melon because realistically, I'm only making a little bit of salad. I don't need the entire thing. Literally all you're going to need. Now, I'm going to get rid of these little big, like the big stalks that you can see in it. We only want the nice small fibres and stuff like that. That's what we're aiming for here. And all you're going to do now is just grate it. We're going with this part right here. I would like something slightly smaller than this, but I don't have anything smaller than this, so we move and we rock with what we got, guys. Don't press on the grater too much or else you get too big of a piece. You just want to kind of almost kind of graze it on it. Once you've done it, you should end up with nice little fine pieces like that. And then you're going to do the exact same thing to your carrot and the exact same thing to your onion. Now again, you don't need this whole onion and you don't need this whole carrot. And again, just do the exact same thing you've just done with your red cabbage. Realistically, if you keep your eyes, right, when you're grating onions, away from the actual juices that are flying about, then you're kind of alright and you're kind of in the clear and you should be okay. And just because I do have a bit of cabbage at home as well, they just literally really want to thinly, and it should just be like that. Just for a bit of greenery. Once you've chopped everything up, you should have something looking a little bit similar to that. Now all you're going to do is just add your mayo and season. Told you guys, really nice, simple, literally 30 seconds, nothing really more than that. Just a nice little bit of mayo in there. We're going to add just a little bit of salt. Put the salt in your hand as well, guys, so that you know how much salt you've added instead of just blindly dashing salt into stuff. Just seasoning and adjusting to your taste. So now you're going to want to get your flour mixed together. Quite nice and simple. So it's just plain flour, salt, paprika, all-purpose seasoning, and the secret ingredient, this is what's going to make it golden brown and everything like that. Cornmeal, a little bit of cornmeal, that's the secret ingredient, guys. So you're gonna get a bit of cornmeal, not too much, like literally you don't even want to see the cornmeal through it, you just want enough in there. Put your plain flour. Remember, you're seasoning your flour like you seasoned your chicken, okay? Nice bit of salt, paprika, a bit of all-purpose. Mix that, and then all that's left is for you to fry the chicken when you're ready. So guys, there's one more thing that we know about this burger, is that it comes with a sauce. I could teach you guys how to make mayo, but what's the point? And I kind of want to use QP mayo. So we're going to start off with a base of mayo, a bit of paprika, a bit of hot sauce. Put that in. Now again, this is something that you're going to make to your spice levels. Now you've got a nice like pink prawn cocktail color on it. So we got our cornflakes there, we got our panko breadcrumbs, we got egg, and we got flour. Now for the flour, just the normal flour, and we're not actually going to use the egg. The egg is just going to be for the panko and the cornflakes. Now these are a bit too big, like the panko you can see is quite big right now, quite crusty, and then of course that is way far too big. So realistically, all you really need to do with the panko is just kind of get your hand in there, crunch it together into your cornflakes. Flour, you want, yeah, you knock all the excess off the flour. You want all of it coated though, like just like that. Then you go straight into your egg white. So this is why you add the flour first, so the flour allows the egg to stick. Let that drain off, and then you go straight into your cornflakes. So just like that, I'm gonna coat it all the way around. It should look a little something like that, so you know, covered in cornflakes. Then we're going to do the panko. Get your other chicken, this one doesn't matter. Flour mix, straight into the egg, straight into the breadcrumbs. Once you're all coated up like that, lay it right down next to your other one. This one's a little bit different. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to just straight flour it, right? So we go flour into that bowl that you just had. Then what you're going to do, you're going to get yourself a little bit of water, and you're going to just dap it onto the chicken. Dap that water onto the chicken. What's this going to do? It's going to seal. So you want it to just be like a soggy, wet, slimy kind of mess. So once you've done that, you should end up with something that looks a bit like that. Okay, so now you go right back into your flour again for the second time, and then what this is going to do is going to create another layer of flour for when you're frying, so it's going to add another level of crispness, and then you should end up with 3 chicken breasts panade looking like this. So you got one there, just flour, panko, cornflakes. Get yourself a pan, get yourself some oil. You want to get your pan on a medium heat, right? And you get your oil. This is 1 litre bottle of oil, and I've used about half of it, so about 500 milliliters. Don't be scared with the oil, you want that oil submerged. Okay, so the buns, all I've done is I've got it in a tray, got some water in that tray, and I've got another tray in the middle. I'll put the buns in, then I've cling filled, and I've just literally let the steam do its thing, and then they should just come down nicely. I've got the oven on underneath that as well, and then like this oven down here is on, that one's off. I've just left it there, so we'll just leave it there whilst we're frying the chicken, so that we can keep our chicken nice and warm, like a nice little hot hold, as soon as it's fried and everything like that, so nothing goes cold. Way to test your oil, put a little flour in there. If it starts to foam up and everything, then your oil is ready to go. So we're going to first go with our cornflake chicken breast and knock all that excess off. We don't want it in the pan burning. Remember, always place hot stuff in the pan away from you. Move it over to one side, so we're going to fry the panko one at the same time, straight into this pan as well. Perfect. So you see how they're nice, they're submerged and everything like that. It should only take about, we'll say, 10 minutes. You can even already see that that is going golden brown already. This one over here, that one's just starting to turn golden brown, but this one's going golden brown already. Like you can really see the difference between the panko and the cornflakes, how it's coloured up and everything like that. So the best way to know that your chicken is cooked, if you push down on the chicken and it's giving you clear juices, that means your chicken's there. So this is just the normal crust on it. You can see that really nice crust already forming on it and everything like that. So now we've got our cornflake, we've got our panko. A little bit of panko fell off in the fryer, but we won't concern ourselves with that. Then we got the normal fried just flour. Now all we're going to do is just toast these off. No butter or anything like that, they're British buns, so they should just be fine by themselves. And these should toast pretty quickly. Nice all around them like so. All that's left to do now, guys, is realistically just to assemble these burgers. We've got our spicy sauce that we've made. We're going to spread a bit of sauce on each single one of the bottoms. Then what you're going to do with the Popeyes, all Popeyes simply have on their one is the sauce and the chicken, right? So we got some gherkin. So we got some gherkin. Boom, you get your chicken fillet, which is roughly the perfect size right now. We're going to add a little bit more sauce onto the top, just like that. Burger top on top, and boom, you have first Popeyes sandwich, just like that, guys. Then the second one, we're going to go with the panko. Boom, this one's no pickles. Coleslaw, our red cabbage coleslaw that we made earlier. We'll put our top onto that one. Final but not least at all, we're going to go with the cornflakes. Boom, put that one on like so. Then this one is just going to be classic toppings, absolute classics. Some baby gem lettuce, like so. Tomato, our little dressing. Put our topping on like so. Just like that, we have 3 different variations of the Popeyes sandwich. We have the cornflakes one with just your typical dressing, spicy mayo. All of these are the spicy versions as well. We got the panko and coleslaw, red cabbage coleslaw, and then we've got the classic of just the gherkins and everything like that. Got my little brother with me. He's gonna try the burgers for me, so you know, impartial. We're gonna cut each one in half so we can kind of see a nice little cross section of each one as well. So perfectly nice juicy chicken. As I said, Popeyes one, they're kind of known for the chicken slices being quite thick, so made sure I left it quite thick. And that one is a bit thinner because remember this one was the cornflakes, so we needed that one a little bit thinner just to make sure that it cooked quite correctly. And then this one should be the nice classic Popeyes one. Perfect, nice cooked chicken. Take a bite of each one and let me know what you think.
Okay.
He's fat, so you know, I know he's been looking forward to this bit all this time. Can you even wrap your mouth around it? Spicy?
Well, since I'm Jamaican, I don't really feel spicy.
No, but like, do you taste a bit
yes,
of...
Yes, I taste it. I like this one.
So that's a classic one. We're going to add cheese to that one later when we're off camera because that needs cheese for me anyways.
Try the coleslaw one.
This one is the red cabbage coleslaw with the panko breadcrumbs.
No, I like that. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just good.
And this one's just the classic. This is just, so this one is the cornflakes breaded one with just your tomato and lettuce and of course the spicy sauce. Is that one crunchier? That one's a lot. Which one's the crunchiest one?
Cornflakes had nice crispiness to it. Like that one. Of all of them, I think I like the classic one the most.
Classic one the most?
Yeah.
And he's come back for another bite. Alright guys, so it's been your boy Romain King. If you like that video right there, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Remember to like the video, comment. Most importantly guys, subscribe. As well, most importantly though, I need to know which one would you guys make at home? Which one do you think is the best one? Best looking, you know, which one appeals to you the most? Let me know below. Till next time, it's your boy Romain King. We out.
When I pussy like a loose nail. Harriet tell me 20.